Stand up right now. Go ahead. Now pay attention to what just happened. Did your legs feel heavier? Maybe your knees felt a little stiff. If so, you are not alone. I'm Dr. Michael Kent, and for more than 20 years I have worked with older adults to help them stay strong, mobile, and independent. Over the years I have noticed a clear pattern. Many people come to me feeling frustrated because their legs simply do not feel the way they used to. Walking feels slower, stairs feel harder, and even getting up from a chair takes more effort than before. What most people do not realize is that this kind of weakness is rarely just about getting older. In many cases, there is a silent metabolic problem working quietly in the background, slowly draining strength from the muscles. The good news is that once you understand what is happening, you can take real steps to improve it, sometimes faster than you expect. Leg weakness is often dismissed as a normal part of aging, but while the body does change over time, severe or rapidly worsening weakness should never be ignored. The truth is that metabolic problems, poor circulation, and chronic inflammation often play a much bigger role than aging itself. When people reach their 60s and 70s, several important changes begin to affect muscle strength. Understanding these changes is the first step toward reversing them. Think of your muscles like a car engine. Glucose is the fuel, and insulin is the key that allows that fuel to enter the engine. When insulin stops working properly, it is like trying to fill a gas tank with the wrong nozzle. The fuel cannot reach where it needs to go. Your leg muscles rely heavily on glucose for energy, and when insulin resistance develops, glucose cannot enter muscle cells efficiently. Even if you eat enough, your muscles remain underfueled. Over time, they weaken and recover more slowly. This is not a matter of effort or motivation. It is a metabolic issue that prevents muscles from functioning properly. Many people who experience leg fatigue after only a short walk are actually dealing with this hidden energy problem inside their muscles. Another major factor is chronic inflammation. Unlike the swelling you see after an injury, this type of inflammation is quiet and persistent. It slowly breaks down muscle tissue over time. Imagine termites silently damaging the structure of a house. You may not notice the problem until serious damage has already occurred. In the body, excess fat tissue releases chemicals that interfere with muscle repair. Normally, muscles rebuild stronger after activity, but in a state of chronic inflammation, breakdown happens faster than repair. Recovery becomes slower, soreness lasts longer, and strength gains become harder to achieve. Many older adults with higher inflammation levels experience significantly greater muscle loss compared to those with lower inflammation. Poor circulation is another major cause of leg weakness. When arteries become narrowed due to plaque buildup, oxygen and nutrients cannot reach the muscles effectively. Picture trying to water a garden using a hose that is bent or kinked. Some water reaches the plants, but not enough for them to thrive. This is similar to what happens in circulation problems affecting the legs. Many people feel cramping, aching, or burning in their calves while walking short distances. Because of discomfort, they reduce activity, which then causes further muscle weakening. These problems often become connected, forming a cycle that accelerates decline. Insulin resistance, inflammation, and poor circulation reinforce each other, making weakness worse over time. Normal aging does reduce muscle mass gradually, but rapid weakness is usually a sign of deeper metabolic dysfunction. Think of muscle strength like a savings account. Aging slowly withdraws small amounts each year, but metabolic problems act like hidden fees, draining the account much faster. The encouraging news is that this process can often be slowed, stopped, or even reversed when the underlying causes are addressed properly. Many people see meaningful improvements once they focus on metabolic health, circulation, and muscle rebuilding together, instead of treating them as separate issues. For example, one older adult in her early 70s had always enjoyed walking and gardening, but over 2 years, her legs became heavy and weak. Climbing stairs was painful, and short walks left her exhausted. She feared losing her independence. By focusing on improving her metabolic health, reducing inflammation, and strengthening her muscles, her energy levels increased, her walking endurance improved, and she regained confidence in daily activities. Another older adult who had been active throughout life began experiencing calf cramps and heaviness after only 10 minutes of walking. After addressing his nutrition, circulation, and exercise routine, his endurance increased significantly and fatigue decreased. These kinds of improvements are common when the true causes of leg weakness are treated together. A practical approach to restoring leg strength includes several key steps. Proper nutrition is essential because it improves insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and fuels muscles. Diets rich in fiber, vegetables, legumes, lean proteins, and healthy fats support muscle energy, while limiting refined sugars and processed carbohydrates helps prevent further metabolic strain. Strength training is equally important because it rebuilds muscle tissue and restores function. Simple exercises such as seated leg lifts, assisted squats, resistance band movements, and controlled step-ups can gradually increase strength when performed consistently. Walking is another powerful tool because it improves blood flow, delivers oxygen to muscles, and supports vascular health. Even short daily walking sessions can significantly increase endurance over time. Sleep also plays a crucial role. Poor sleep increases insulin resistance and slows muscle repair, making recovery much harder. Consistent, restorative sleep supports hormone balance and allows muscles to rebuild effectively. Stress management is another important factor because chronic stress raises cortisol levels, which promotes muscle breakdown and fat accumulation. Relaxation practices such as breathing exercises, meditation, or gentle stretching can reduce this harmful effect and support overall muscle health. Monitoring progress is equally important because tracking improvements in walking distance, strength, and energy helps maintain motivation and allows adjustments when needed. When these steps are followed consistently, changes often begin within the first few weeks. Many people notice increased energy and less heaviness in their legs during the first week. By the second week, endurance begins improving, and recovery after activity becomes easier. Within a month, measurable strength gains often appear, daily tasks feel less exhausting, and overall confidence improves. Over time, consistent effort leads to stronger legs, better balance, and greater independence. These improvements are not just physical, they also restore confidence and reduce fear of losing mobility. It is important to understand that improving leg strength does not mean ignoring medical conditions. This approach is not a cure for diseases such as diabetes or heart disease, and medications should never be stopped without professional guidance. Individuals with serious health conditions should always consult a healthcare professional before beginning new exercise or lifestyle changes. Progress should always be gradual and safe. Warning signs such as sudden pain, numbness, swelling, or severe weakness require immediate medical attention. The most important factor in long-term success is consistency. Small daily actions lead to meaningful improvements over time. Even modest changes in nutrition, activity, sleep, and stress management can gradually restore strength and endurance. The body is highly adaptable, even later in life, and when given the right support, it can recover far more than most people expect. Choosing one area to focus on and committing to it consistently can begin a powerful process of improvement. Over time, many people begin to notice small warning signs that they often ignore. They may feel slightly unsteady when standing up, need to hold a railing when climbing stairs, or feel tired after walking shorter distances than they once could. At first, these changes seem minor, but they often signal that the muscles are no longer receiving the energy, blood flow, and recovery support they need. When these early signs are overlooked, weakness can gradually increase, making everyday activities feel more difficult and exhausting. One of the most important things to understand is that muscles are not permanently lost just because of age. Muscle tissue is highly responsive to use and nourishment at any stage of life. Even in later decades, the body can rebuild strength when it receives proper stimulation and support. This means that consistent movement, adequate protein intake, and healthy circulation can help restore function that many people assume is gone forever. The body has an incredible ability to adapt, but it requires regular signals that tell it to maintain and rebuild muscle tissue. Another key factor is maintaining steady energy levels throughout the day. When blood sugar fluctuates frequently due to poor dietary habits, muscles often experience repeated periods of low energy supply. This can lead to fatigue, slower recovery, and gradual weakness. Stable nutrition patterns that include balanced meals, sufficient hydration, and consistent timing can significantly improve how muscles feel and perform. Many older adults notice that when they maintain stable eating habits, their endurance improves and their legs feel less heavy during daily activities. Hydration is also often overlooked. Muscles require adequate fluids to function properly, transport nutrients, and remove waste products. Even mild dehydration can contribute to cramps, stiffness, and reduced performance. Drinking enough water throughout the day supports circulation and helps muscles remain flexible and responsive. This simple habit alone can make a noticeable difference in reducing discomfort and fatigue. Posture and movement patterns also play an important role. Many people develop habits such as sitting for long periods, leaning forward while walking, or using improper techniques when standing or lifting. Over time, these habits can place uneven strain on muscles and joints, leading to weakness and discomfort. Practicing proper posture, maintaining alignment while standing and walking, and using supportive footwear can help distribute body weight more evenly and reduce unnecessary stress on the legs. Consistency remains the most powerful factor in rebuilding strength. Short, regular sessions of activity are far more effective than occasional intense efforts. Even 10 to 15 minutes of daily movement can stimulate muscle fibers, improve blood flow, and encourage gradual adaptation. Over time, these small efforts accumulate into significant improvements in strength and endurance. Many people who commit to consistent routines are surprised by how quickly their confidence and mobility begin to return. Another important aspect is mental attitude. Fear of falling or experiencing pain often causes people to avoid movement, which unfortunately accelerates weakness. Gradually rebuilding trust in the body through safe, controlled activities can help overcome this fear. As strength improves, confidence naturally increases, creating a positive cycle where movement becomes easier and more enjoyable rather than something to avoid. Social support can also play a valuable role. Engaging in activities with friends, family members, or community groups can increase motivation and make routines more enjoyable. Whether it is walking with a partner, participating in group exercises, or simply sharing progress with others, encouragement and accountability often lead to greater consistency and better outcomes. Feeling supported can transform what might feel like a difficult task into a positive and rewarding experience. It is also helpful to remember that progress may not always be perfectly steady. Some days will feel easier than others, and occasional setbacks are normal. What matters most is maintaining long-term commitment rather than expecting immediate perfection. Gradual improvement over weeks and months leads to lasting changes that protect mobility and independence for years to come. Patience and persistence are essential parts of the process. As strength returns, many people notice benefits beyond their legs. Improved circulation and metabolic health can enhance overall energy levels, balance, and mental clarity. Better mobility allows individuals to remain active in social activities, hobbies, and daily responsibilities, which further supports both physical and emotional well-being. This creates a powerful ripple effect, where strengthening the legs contributes to overall quality of life. Ultimately, the goal is not simply to build stronger muscles, but to preserve independence and confidence. Being able to walk comfortably, climb stairs without fear, and perform everyday tasks without excessive effort allows people to maintain control over their lives. These abilities provide a sense of freedom that is not easily replaced once lost. By taking consistent action to support muscle health, it is possible to protect this freedom for as long as possible. As improvements continue, daily activities that once felt tiring often begin to feel easier and more natural again. Many people notice that standing up from a chair requires less effort, walking feels smoother, and balance becomes steadier. These changes may seem small at first, but they represent important signs that muscles are regaining strength and coordination. Over time, these small improvements add up to significant increases in independence and comfort during everyday life. Another positive change that often occurs is improved endurance. When muscles receive better blood flow and consistent energy supply, they are able to work longer without fatigue. This means that tasks such as grocery shopping, climbing stairs, or walking outdoors become less exhausting. Instead of needing frequent rest breaks, people can maintain activity for longer periods, which further strengthens the muscles and supports overall health. Flexibility also tends to improve as circulation increases and muscles are used regularly. Stiffness in the knees, hips, and calves often decreases, allowing smoother movement and reducing discomfort. Gentle stretching combined with regular activity helps maintain joint mobility and prevents tightness from returning. Over time, this contributes to more natural and confident movement patterns. Balance is another area that benefits from consistent effort. Stronger leg muscles provide better support for the body, reducing the risk of instability. Improved coordination between muscles and nerves helps the body react more quickly to changes in position, which is essential for preventing falls. Many people find that as their strength returns, they feel more secure when walking on uneven surfaces or navigating stairs. Mental well-being often improves alongside physical strength. Regaining the ability to move comfortably can reduce anxiety about falling or losing independence. This renewed confidence encourages people to stay active, participate in social activities, and maintain routines that support both physical and emotional health. The connection between movement and mood is powerful, and improved mobility often leads to a more positive outlook on daily life. It is also important to recognize that recovery is a gradual process. The body adapts step by step, responding to consistent signals rather than sudden changes. Trying to progress too quickly can lead to strain or discouragement. Instead, focusing on steady improvement allows the body to build strength safely and sustainably. Even modest gains each week contribute to long-term resilience and stability. Rest and recovery remain essential throughout this process. Muscles need time to repair after activity, and adequate rest ensures that they rebuild stronger rather than becoming overworked. Alternating periods of movement with sufficient sleep and relaxation supports healthy adaptation and prevents unnecessary fatigue. Listening to the body's signals helps maintain a balance between effort and recovery. Long-term success depends on turning these supportive habits into a regular lifestyle rather than a temporary effort. Consistency in nutrition, movement, hydration, sleep, and stress management creates a stable foundation for lasting strength. Over time, these habits become part of daily routine, requiring less conscious effort while continuing to provide benefits. This steady approach ensures that improvements are maintained rather than lost. It is also helpful to periodically review progress and adjust routines as needed. As strength and endurance increase, activities can be gradually modified to continue providing challenge and stimulation. This prevents plateaus and keeps muscles engaged. Regular reflection helps individuals stay motivated and recognize how far they have come since beginning their journey. Ultimately, maintaining strong legs is about preserving the ability to live life with confidence and independence. Being able to move comfortably allows people to remain engaged with their surroundings, pursue hobbies, and participate in meaningful experiences. Strong legs support not only physical mobility, but also a sense of freedom and self-reliance. As this progress continues, many people begin to notice that their daily routines no longer feel like a struggle. Simple actions such as getting out of bed, standing in the kitchen, or walking across a room start to feel smoother and more natural. What once required conscious effort slowly becomes automatic again. This return of ease in movement is one of the most encouraging signs that the muscles are regaining strength and coordination. It reminds people that decline is not always permanent, and that the body can respond positively when given the right support. Energy levels often improve as well. When muscles receive steady fuel and better circulation, the entire body tends to feel more energized. Many people report feeling less drained during the day and more capable of completing tasks without needing frequent rest. This increase in energy creates a positive cycle. As people feel stronger, they move more, and as they move more, their muscles continue to strengthen. Over time, this cycle helps restore endurance that may have been lost over years of inactivity or metabolic imbalance. Another noticeable change is reduced discomfort. Aching, tightness, and heaviness in the legs often begin to fade as blood flow improves and inflammation decreases. Muscles that once felt stiff and unresponsive gradually become more flexible and responsive. This reduction in discomfort makes movement more enjoyable, which further encourages consistent activity. When exercise no longer feels painful, it becomes easier to maintain a routine over the long term. Confidence also grows steadily during this process. At first, many people feel uncertain about their balance or fear losing stability while walking. As strength returns, they begin to trust their bodies again. They may notice they can walk longer distances without needing support, stand for extended periods, or move more freely without worrying about sudden weakness. This growing confidence often has a powerful emotional impact, reducing anxiety and restoring a sense of independence. As strength improves, posture often becomes better as well. Stronger leg and core muscles provide better support for the spine, helping people stand more upright and move with greater stability. Improved posture reduces strain on joints and muscles, which further decreases fatigue and discomfort. Over time, this creates a more efficient movement pattern that requires less energy for everyday tasks. Another important benefit is improved coordination between muscles and nerves. Regular movement strengthens the connection between the brain and the muscles, allowing them to respond more quickly and effectively. This improved coordination helps prevent stumbles and supports smoother transitions between movements, such as shifting from sitting to standing or turning while walking. These changes may seem subtle, but they play a critical role in maintaining long-term mobility and safety. It is important to remember that progress rarely happens in a straight line. Some days may feel easier, while others may feel slower. Temporary fatigue or minor discomfort is a normal part of rebuilding strength. What matters most is continuing forward with patience and consistency. Each small effort contributes to a gradual but meaningful improvement that accumulates over time. Rest remains an essential part of this journey. Muscles grow stronger not only during activity, but also during recovery. Adequate sleep allows the body to repair tissue, balance hormones, and restore energy reserves. Without sufficient rest, even the best exercise and nutrition efforts cannot produce lasting results. Balancing activity with recovery ensures steady and sustainable progress. Long-term success depends on transforming these supportive habits into a stable lifestyle. When healthy eating, regular movement, good sleep, and stress management become part of daily routine, they create a foundation for lasting strength. These habits no longer feel like temporary efforts, but instead become natural parts of everyday life. This consistency protects against future decline and helps maintain mobility for many years. Many people also discover that strengthening their legs leads to broader improvements in overall well-being. Better circulation and metabolic health can support heart health, improve mood, and enhance mental clarity. Being able to move freely allows individuals to remain socially active, maintain hobbies, and participate in family activities. This sense of engagement plays a major role in emotional health and overall quality of life. Ultimately, maintaining strong legs is about more than physical ability. It is about preserving independence, confidence, and the freedom to live life fully. Every step taken toward supporting muscle health contributes to a future where movement remains possible, comfortable, and reliable. Even small daily actions, when repeated consistently, can lead to lasting transformation. With patience and commitment, the body can remain resilient and capable far longer than many people expect, allowing individuals to continue enjoying an active and fulfilling life.